Well then, boys and girls, time to get back in the saddle, time to try and avenge that shock defeat to Atletico in our last episode. And what better way to do that than coming up against two more of Europe's biggest clubs. Yes, welcome back to our Chelsea rebuild, boys and girls. Today I'm going to bring you two vital Champions League phase group games, whatever that's called now. Champions League phase group games. There's no group, but whatever. We're going to start at an away trip to Rome. We're facing Lazio. Then we're going to whiz through these two league games, and you're going to join us back for a trip to Paris as we look to take on another one of Europe's richest clubs. Since that shock 2-0 defeat to Atletico Madrid, we have been back on fire. Slowly recovered to beat Brentford 1-0 in the league, and then we really showed what we're about with a 5-0 demolition of Leicester. Followed that up with another 5-0 against Karabag in the Champions League. 4-0 against West Ham. Then Carabao Cup, don't really care about that, but we managed to dispatch Brentford 4-1. And in our last game off camera, 4-2 away at Burnley, a much rotated side for that one, which leaves us in the Premier League. We still have a perfect 12 from 12 record. We're 11 points clear. Vlahovic still the top scorer despite heavily rotated side playing in the recent times. We are going all out for the Champions League, and it's good that we've got space and breathing space so that we can rotate in some of these league games. Not sure I can rotate too much against Man United, but we've got 11 points. This is how the Champions League stands. Atletico Madrid 100% record. That makes me feel better about them beating us. But there's 5 English teams in the top 10, and we are bringing up the rear. We are there in 10th place, 6 points out of a possible 9, so not a million miles from where we need to be. Today's opponents, Lazio down in 31st, PSG in 22nd. PSG lost at home to Bayer Leverkusen and away to Man U. So that definitely fills me with a bit more confidence going into that game. But let's not look too far ahead. We've got Lazio. It's away from home. This is the team we're going to go with. I'm going to re-familiarise myself with it because I haven't played the game since I recorded the last episode almost a week ago. Manuel Neuer is going to start in goal. Ben Chilwell at left back. Kim and Fofana building a nice centre-back partnership there. They're going to start alongside Reece James. Unfortunately, the formation we play means he's got no green lines anywhere. But as long as he's got Big Wes to the left of him, he'll be fine. Chouameni, again, I don't know why he hasn't got any green lines, but he's going to do what he does. He's not a deep line playmaker though. He is a ball winner, and he will win as many balls as he can. In front of him, Musiala and Gavi, it's like they've been playing together forever. They are in love. Kvaratskhelia, with his boy Ben behind him, is going to do what he does on that left-hand side. And then our front two, Kai Havertz behind, Big Deuce, and Vlahovic. Going to set up some opposition instructions. We're just going to go with a basic press everyone. Let's get involved. Let's try and break into that top 8 Season 3 Champions League. It's what we want. It's what we're here for. A win should put us into that top 8, but you can never be too sure. It's not really in our hands. I expect nothing but a win. Who have Lazio got in their ranks? They've got SMS and they've got Immobile. They brought in Winston McKennie. Other than that, I think that's pretty much a standard Lazio team. I'm not overly familiar with them. Luis Alberto, ex-Liverpool there. Felipe Anderson on the bench. Luca Romero is a wonder kid. They've got a Doji. I don't know if that's a permanent or a loan, but I know in previous saves that I've done, he turns out pretty damn good, let me tell you. Anyway, the Champions League music has played, not for your ears for some reason. I don't have the sound turned on. But I tell you what, if we beat Lazio, I will put that on for the PSG game. We will boogie together with that Champions League anthem. As we look to do our on-pitch boogie, it's Kvaratskhelia looking for Gavi. That ball is probably never on. SMS now is looking to counter-attack, but he goes all the way back to the keeper, who lumps it towards Immobile. Big Wes gets up. I mean, I thought he might run into his own man there, but they communicated well. That's that green line partnership. I reckon if they didn't have a green line between the two of them, Jesus, Reece, what the hell was that? They probably would have run into each other. But as it stands, they're looking to put it forward into them playmakers. Here's one of them. Kvaratskhelia gets to the byline, pulls it back for Big Deuce. He's back in Italy. He's not been gone long. They won't have forgotten what he can do, but he's reminded them anyway, because that is what Deuce does. Perfect start here. 15 minutes in. Kvaratskhelia down the left. Again, another player bought from Serie A. Dodges the 2 tackles, and then Vlahovic hits it through the keeper. He gets probably a shoulder to it, but whatever it wasn't enough to keep the score at 0-0. And the boys in, well, are we in dark blue? We're on dark. The boys in Chelsea blue have taken the lead. SMS gets crowded out by Chilwell and Musiala, putting in the work. That's what we like to see. Kvaratskhelia looking for Havertz. Havertz has got there ahead of the keeper, and somehow Romagnoli gets it off the line, spares the blushes of the keeper. It was a big mix-up there in the defence. We nearly took advantage. Gavi with a corner. Fofana keeps it alive. I don't know why Fofana is on the edge of the box, but he tees up Musiala, and I mean, to me, that looks like the keeper's had one. It's a fantastic strike from Jamal. That is what we brought him in to do. Oh, I don't believe I normally show these replay angles, but it looks like it's going to be the perfect angle to analyse this strike. First time, and yeah, you've got to say it goes through a lot of bodies, but the keeper should be doing better. We're not going to complain. That puts us into second in the league table. I know, I'm sure this is a Tuesday game, so there's probably another round of fixtures to come, but it's all us. And have we got last episode we conceded 2 soft penalties, so I'm not going to turn this one down. If we've got one ourselves, we have. Penalty's been awarded. Who's going to step up to take it? It's Kvaratskhelia, another person, like I said, coming back to Italy, and he does come back to haunt the Roman team with his 6th goal of the season. Probably 2 or 3 of them have been penalties, if I'm honest, but we'll take them any which way we can get them. 3-0. What better way to bounce back from that disappointment against Atletico Madrid? I mean, have they got Immobile playing centre-back? That can't... Okay, he's been substituted. They've made 2 changes. Immobile was knackered, and so was Maximovic, and they brought on Basic and Felipe Anderson to play up front. So we are wounding them. They're running scared. They're resting a big man. Well, they should have rested him in the league like we did. Big Deuce has sat out the last couple of games, and he has shown us what we missed. I mean, Callum Wendo's done pretty well as of late as a replacement. As Luis Alberto, who's got in there, a bit worrying, bit of a dink over the top. Probably should have dealt with that a bit better. You'd expect your sweeper keeper to be maybe coming out and claiming that, but not when we're that deep, I guess. Milinkovic-Savic here into Weston McKennie over the top, probably looking for Felipe Anderson. But either way, Kim will be disappointed with how he dealt with that, and we lose our clean sheet, which saved us probably a bit of money on a clean sheet bonus. Not that we need to worry too much about saving money. We are Chelsea, and we've been spending it like it's been going out of fashion. Ben Chilwell now looks for Gavi. Gavi looks for that slide rule pass, and we are caught out there. Ben Chilwell getting up the pitch. Lazari now, Felipe Anderson, and we have conceded again. That is far from ideal. I mean, this should be the time where we're looking to rest some legs, make some changes, but instead we've gone and conceded a second goal. Lazari there, Felipe Anderson in, Neuer gets nowhere near it, and it's 3-2. Is the comeback on? We're going to have to demand a bit more from our team here. Killed a highlight, apologies, but it looks like it was our momentum anyway, as Reece James swings in a wide free kick, looking for Kim at the back post. Kim gets there, he nuts it in for his 2nd of the season, restores a 2-goal lead for us, probably atones a little bit for his error. What that does do, it allows us to have a look at who is struggling a bit. Musiala and Fofana, I think, are going to play another 4 or 5 minutes, and then we're going to make a change. Yeah, that will do. Ibrahima Konate can come on for Fofana, who has got a little bit of an injury, a little bit of a whoopsie, potential thigh injury. Hopefully that is not too serious. And Mason Mount can come on for Musiala. Gavi can go into the playmaker role. And should we make another change? Kvaratskhelia deserves his goal. Probably man of the match at the moment. Everyone else has got a pretty good rating, to be honest. I'm going to let Levi Colwell come on, play a little bit of left back. And let's see if we can see this game out now. 20 minutes to go. A few of their players looking very, very tired. A few of their key players, in fact, Luis Alberto and Milinkovic-Savic, they've changed their shape. Udogie is on, but the game seems to be petering out to a nice 4-2 victory for us. We've leapfrogged a few of the English teams to go where we belong. Top 8, I mean, winning breeds winning, right? Bayer Leverkusen can overtake us. West Ham and Liverpool and Man United can overtake us. So, yeah, there is a long way to go. Man City going down 3-0 against Milan. They'll be disappointed with that. Any other shocks to talk about? Atletico Madrid continue their impressive start. Yeah, pretty much as you would expect. Other than, Man City losing. But who cares about them? It's all about us. All about Chelsea. And speaking of Chelsea, I'm going to play these couple of games now off camera. And I'll see you very shortly for a trip to Paris. Okay, boys and girls, the time has come. PSG away in between the two games. We played Norwich at home. Goals from Mudryk and Vlahovic were enough to see us get a 2-1 win. And then we went to Old Trafford. We slightly rotated the side, as you can see. And then we got the win, largely thanks to their goal scorer Patrick Berg getting sent off. And goals from Kai Havertz and then a late one from Gavi before Kai Havertz popped back up and sealed the deal in injury time. Now, our opponents, PSG, they sit in 22nd in the league. They are on they're 3 points behind us, so a victory for them here puts them level with us. Don't have to be a genius to work out that. A victory for us could actually take us top. But let's have a little look at PSG, their team. They've got Mikel De Zakarian in charge. Not sure who he is. What's he been doing then? He was at Montpellier before then, and then he was hired at the start of this season. So he's in the Armenian Hall of Fame. Yeah, I mean, that is strange. What happened there? Did they not win the league last season? We don't have it turned on, so you can't really see. Anyway, who have they got in their ranks then? They have got Donnarumma still, Kyle Walker's in, Ruben Neves, Facundo Torres, Raheem Sterling, who we sold to them in the summer, along with Pulisic, Calvin Phillips. They've got Tammy Abraham, Neymar still there. Neymar's on 800 grand a week. Mbappe's on 925 grand a week. Between the two of them, they're paying over 1.7 million pounds a week just in wages. That is ridiculous when you factor in Sterling's on 300 grand a week. Messi's only on 185. I say only. It's Messi. You expect him to be up there. But I wonder what they're going to do with this team, because Facundo Torres is unregistered. They played their last game and he's unregistered. Bobby Firmino, unregistered. So they're going to have to make some changes to that side. And what are we going to do here? We're going to go with full strength. I say that, we've got, as you can see, I've auto-picked this, and Kai Havertz is playing up. No. Don't know what my assistant manager was thinking, or why I even let him go near the quick pick selection. This is the team we're going to go with. A few tired legs, but PSG, like I said, we can rotate in the league. I think we've got Liverpool next. Don't really care. We're miles ahead of anyone. This is the one we want. This is the one we need. Champions League glory. We're away to PSG. It's like a billionaire playground fight. So we've got to go there. We've got to pull hair. Oh, is that the Champions League music we hear? I hope you hear it, because I hear it. We've got to fight dirty. Sterling's playing against us. They've got Messi, Mbappe, Alan Rodriguez, not sure who he is. I'm surprised Hakimi's not playing there, but was just drinking that Champions League anthem for the first time in this series. And let's get things started. Why are they not shaking that? They should be shaking that, no? It should be ruffling the... Yeah, it's not happened, does it? It's not happened at all. And with that, I believe the anthem has finished. So we are going to kick things off straight away. We have a kick-off highlight. Kim with the ball as we look for the perfect start. He brings it out of defence. Musiala finds Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia gets to the byline, finds Chilwell, Musiala, Tchouaméni, Gavi, Kai Havertz, back to Gavi. Gavi shoots, and Donnarumma has had a shocker. Gavi from the edge of the box. I thought we'd overplayed it there. I thought we'd messed about. I thought the chance should have been taken. Tchouaméni hit. Maybe Gavi should have shot here. But he plays it back to Havertz. Havertz plays it back. Gavi with his left. Donnarumma looks like he gets both hands to it, but he cannot keep it out, and he cannot keep us down. We have gone and got a goal very early, but they are going to look to reply instantly. But Big Wes gets up. Calvin Phillips takes down Havertz, but Musiala's got the ball. I thought he could have slipped in Deuce there. Kvaratskhelia looked to slip him in, and now they look to break. Raheem Sterling looks to come back and haunt us, and Mbappe breaks into the box, cuts it back for Sterling, and we get a foot in. Wesley Fofana, what a hero you could be, as Messi looks to take this corner. Tchouaméni gets the ball away. Kyle Walker plays it back to Messi, who used to run into the box. Calvin Phillips, of all people, strikes it, and Mbappe looks to deflect it on target. He cannot do that, and Manuel Neuer manages to hold on to his clean sheet for at least another few minutes, and he catches the ball calmly from that corner. He has actually announced that he's going to retire at the end of this season, so Chelsea will be without a goalkeeper next year. Fingers crossed it won't be our problem. We'll be somewhere else, maybe even PSG, if this fella from Montpellier cannot turn their season around. But they've turned this game around and they've equalised within 10 minutes. Nuno Mendes with the ball here. Feeds Raheem Sterling down the left-hand side. He fires it in, and Alan Rodriguez, I'm going to have to do some research on him because he's just popped up and ruined my day. I say ruined. 1-1 away to PSG is not a bad result of Barcelona playing Man City in another big game. I wonder what most people would watch on the TV in this universe. Probably this one, right? Probably this one. Our XG is only 0.3. Demands a bit more then. As we look to defend another corner. Kim getting up. Chilwell gets it away, but we've got no one up the pitch. We're just soaking up this pressure. Dusan Vlahovic looking to press. What a hero. Can he get the... I mean, he's not going to run at the length of the pitch with it. As Mbappe gets in, and Kim there does something to get the ball over, and they're demanding more as well. Messi now with the corner again. Kvaratskhelia with a header away. Unlikely head as Vlahovic tries to nick the ball off Messi, and it's enough to end the highlight and enough to end the half. Yes, enough to end the half there. Great start from us. We've been pegged back, unfortunately. I'm not going to point the finger. We've got to dig deep. We've got to do this, boys. Come on. At least hold on to this point, but we need to be a bit more convincing in the way we do things. Nuno Mendes now. Kai Havertz with a great slide tackle, but the ball stays alive as Barcelona have equalised in that game against City. Gavi's nicked the ball. Kvaratskhelia has got space, and he just panics a bit. Calm down, but he's nicked the ball back. Come on, Kvaradona. He's got to the byline. He looks for Vlahovic. Vlahovic is beaten to the ball. But Musiala now. Musiala, he's going to test out them Papadon wrists. He tries, but it was so far wide of the goal that Donnarumma didn't even have to move. He probably didn't even look at it, to be honest. It wasn't the best from the boy. Phil Foden is having a worldie of a game at the Nou Camp. He scored his second to put Man City 2-1 ahead. And we should probably make a couple of changes because this is not really working. And Kvaratskhelia is a little bit knackered. So I'm going to put on Mason Mount. Why not? And then we're going to put on Enzo, and we're going to do that. Let's get Gavi in a playmaker role. Let's get Mason Mount on the pitch. And let's not concede straight away. We've conceded another corner. Inviting pressure from these corners. Lionel Messi, again, you have to think it's only a matter of time before he gets one right. And Mbappe now, oh, Manuel, I wish you would have caught that. That was not what our hearts needed. Another chance to get it right, and somehow we get the ball away. Mason Mount now looking to just put a Chelsea foot on it for the time being, and he could have slipped in, whoever this guy is, but he didn't. So we won't worry about it. I've actually had more shots now, but the highlights have been all PSG. As Sterling looks over the top for Mbappe, and he was offside. Oh man, momentum wise, it's all. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I've probably just killed our highlight there. We've got the throw in. Chilwell, I mean, what was that? Gavi beat his man. Gavi's in the box, and Gavi looks to put it in the top bin. You cannot do that. I'm trying to make a shout, but I don't know. I was clicking in the wrong place. All right, 3 minutes to go. Can we make a difference? I know these late subs very rarely work in this year's Football Manager. It's a massive frustration of mine. We're going to try it anyway, because what have we got to lose? We've got one more sub, Madueke. Why not? Why not? He's knackered. Like I said, probably going to mean nothing, because there probably won't be another highlight. But it means they're a bit more fresh for the weekend. Yeah, as we thought, not another highlight. We've gone to Paris in the battle of the billionaires. I say we've done pretty well, although the XG would suggest that it was all PSG's 3 shots on target were obviously a lot better than our 6. Who cares? It's a 1-1 draw. Where does that leave us in the old league table? It might show us here. It will show us here. We're still in 8th, so we've not lost anything. We've not gained anything. We're 5/8 of the way through this Champions League phase, and we are in not the best possible position, but as good as. I mean, first versus 8th, you still avoid the playoff, right? We've got games against Dortmund, Club Brugge, and Milan, I believe. Club Brugge are down in 26 with a goal difference of 0. So, I mean, I think this time what we'll do, I won't show you the Dortmund game. I see how we're looking, but we'll definitely come back for the Bruges game, and then if the Milan game means anything, we'll play that. If not, we'll play Newcastle. So I've got some FM in to do. You've got some liking and subscribing and following the channel to do. So if you could do that, that would be amazing. And in the meantime, I'd just like to take 1 second to thank you all for your support, all for your likes and comments so far. Like I said before, probably going to leave Chelsea at the end of the season if we do win this Champions League. So let us know down in the comments where you want to see us pop up next. Is there anyone in this Premier Division that could do with a bit of Potsy magic? Time will tell. But I will see you in a couple of days for the next episode, and take care and good night.